What's up, lovely people? Illumide here. Quick training on how to optimize your Instagram, how to make sure when people get there, they're like, wow, this is someone I want to follow. And for those of you who are entrepreneurs or people who are creatives who are looking to perhaps monetize down the line or monetize some of your skills and your talents, I'm going to show you how to do that as well. So first of all, my name is Illumide Benro. You probably already knew that if you're coming in through a link through my swipe up or through any of the platforms that I utilize. If you're on YouTube right now, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe. I've been working hard to bring out quality content. Still growing on here on YouTube. I've been focusing in the past on all my other platforms, as you'll see on Instagram. I have about 15,000 followers, but YouTube, it's time for you. I'm going to be bringing you premium quality content and just helping to help others grow as well in the process. So let's go straight into it. Some of the attributes that you'll need when you're actually looking to grow your Instagram and to start to monetize, at least in the beginning, is to have a quality profile description. So you have to be able to get directly to the point. You have to be able to communicate who you are in just a few words. And if you look at mine, the main title, this is what people see when they search, when they see before coming to my profile, this is what they see, right? So you have to have something directly communicative of who you are. Put your name, if you have first of all, you have a name that is not your personal name, make sure you put your name in the main title so that people know who you are. So first of all, I sort of want to cover the name. So that's the first thing. Make sure that your name isn't so complicated that it's like John 397865525. No one wants to follow that guy, okay? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't sort of like have any sort of relation to who you are. I chose the Globalpreneur because I consider myself a global entrepreneur, someone who is working to create solutions in different niches around the world. People read it and they know, oh, wow, he must have something to do with entrepreneur, global. For you guys, keep it short. Even for myself, I know this is a long name, longer than typical, but I still kept it because it's unique to me and it's unique to my brand. But you'll see other people that I go over. You'll see that they either use their name or they'll use different ways to describe themselves. So we'll go over that in a bit. But again, make sure you pick a name that isn't too long and doesn't confuse people, but a name that actually describes who you are and what you do. That's it. Secondly, on your opening, right, have a description, very short and concise, of exactly the value that you bring. Like, I'm tired of like when I look at people's profiles and it has like entrepreneur, artist, runner, weightlifter, dietitian. I mean, no one cares about that. We want you to get straight to the point, tell us in 5 to 7 words who you are. I put mine as, I help monetize people's brands on social media. Simple as that. And then here's another big tip when it comes to the visual aspect. Make sure you use emojis, people. People love emojis on social media. Why are they there? So this global element right here is always in front of a lot of what I do. We'll talk about some of my posts as well, but it's always in front of the things that I do, right? Meaning being a global citizen. And then I go further into below who my clients are, who my partners, who I work with, Olympians, entrepreneurs, as you know, and influencers. This is my niche. This is where I live. I live and hang out and communicate with these 3 specific people. Nobody else. I don't care about coaches. I don't care about, lawyers, attorneys, dentists. I don't really care about any of that. I care about in monetizing people's brands, Olympians, entrepreneurs, and influencers, people that have followings on Instagram that have some sort of influence in a different niche. Then I also put in links to my other pages. This is a chance to not show off, but a chance to link people to the other projects or things you're working on. So I put on there, founder of Tribe Network. I can show you real quick. It's a luxury networking platform that I created about 2.5, 3 years ago. I help basically bring different people together. We've had events in Los Angeles for a while, also in Tokyo, Japan. And you'll see the pictures, a lot of things related to luxury and networking at a high level. A lot of attorneys, surgeons show up to my events. If something you're interested in, make sure you follow that. But let me go back to where we're at. Also, Global Media Marketing, my actual marketing agency for real estate agents, it's directly linked to my page. So if you have anything that's related to your niche, or to what you do. Be sure to link it below. But what did I say? Put emojis in front that signify or relate. And finally, partnerships. I have a partnership with a company called Vest. It's basically a blockchain-based mobile app that allows fans of artists to buy a portion of their song rights, meaning like if they, and I don't mean to go into talking all this too much, but this is important because it's important to show what you do. But if people buy a portion of your song through this app, anytime you stream, they earn a portion of your song rights as well. They have huge artists on here, so I have to mention, I can't let you guys go away without seeing it. They have songs from the biggest artists in the world, you know. So that's what I'd say. So after showing you mine, I kind of want to go now into my profile to show you one of the most other important elements is the look of your profile, right? Like you have to have visually stunning photography. I'm sorry, that's the standard now. Like you have to have photography that actually people say, wow, okay. Like you're saying, oh, okay. They're like, all right. They're sort of are amazed. You have to have photography that's well edited. That's something that, you know, you are proud to put out there as a world-class person, which you have to start considering yourself that. If you want to grow on Instagram, if you want to create your own tribe, you have to be world-class. And it starts with your photography. The levels have to go up. Now, if you have an iPhone 8 and higher, you're in pretty good respects. You can take a photo with good lighting. You can edit it with different apps out there like Facetune. I don't use any of that stuff. A buddy of mine edited this for me, Taryn Waite in Germany. And finally, one of the most important things before I show you other people's profiles and how they do it in their own special way is you have to write captions that capture the audience attention and gives them value. When I was in Germany, when I wrote this on October 18th, 2018, I said, Germany, my most powerful superpower is emotional intelligence. I was bragging a little bit in this, I'm not going to lie. But writing a story and telling a story, you know, is the way that you get people's attention. When you can add value by teaching them something, wow, that's when you even take your work to the next level, right? So this one I was narrating a little bit. So here's something I can show you that gives you a little bit of value. There's no secret formula to living the freedom lifestyle. Everyone has their own way of doing it, their own individual story. For those who didn't grow up with rich parents or get a strong start in entrepreneurial careers, it's a little more challenging. Here's some things I've found that have helped me reach this point, being able to travel the world, doing what I love, social media marketing, and connecting with genuine people creating film and video content with them. Find out who you are. You must know what your talents are, your weak points and your strong points. Do not do things just to impress people or try to be someone you are not. When I stopped being CEO and started to connect and create collaborative opportunities between different parties, things started to turn around. So I go on, I give 4 different tips. You guys need to understand to give value to people, okay? That's what you must do when you're doing this, you know? Visually stunning photography. And then up here is also sort of your gallery. You can actually put the different emojis, things that actually show value to people, but also you can sell some of your stuff there too. So I offer PR services as part of some of the things that I do for people. And I have that in there as part of, you know, describing to people what I do. So yeah, you need PR right now. Everybody needs PR. You guys should look into it. So apart from that, right, I want to show you other people's Instagrams, right? I want to show you some exceptional Instagram pages that are just like beautiful, right? Jade Damarwangsa. She came up real quick in the YouTube game. Like I remember I was watching her when she had like 6,000 followers, barely had any YouTubers, but she was bringing value. One of the biggest things that I can say right now that I forgot to mention in mine is your profile photo. Look at that stunning photo from Jade. That is just like the blue stands out. Her face is there. You see it as, damn, this is someone I kind of want to check out and see what she's doing in terms of entrepreneurship. And what does she do in the first line, as I said in mine? She said, I help people dominate that social media thing. She's using some humor here, but straight up from the beginning, you see that she's here to help people on social media, to improve their social media. And she does a little humble brag here. Thanks for 100K on YouTube. She reached 100K recently. And guess what? She has a link to her YouTube. One thing that I would say as well is have actionable links in your profile. Don't just put like a random page or a favorite YouTube video. Put a YouTube video of yours. If it has 10 views, who cares? If it has value in the video, put it there as a link, right? That's what she puts. If you have services such as coaching services, put that in there. If you have ways for people to reach you, such as your about page or your contact me, put it there so people can easily reach you. Then we'll go to her gallery. Look at this. Stunning photography. Like I told you, you have to create photography that is exceptional. And then you have to talk and give stories and talk about things that give people value. Look what she says here. How to wake up at 5:30 and actually enjoy it. That's valuable to me because it's great to be able to wake up early and get work done. She says, I used to check my phone immediately when I woke up. Maybe you're someone who does that too, but you kind of feel drained and unmotivated for the day. So I wanted to find a solution. A week ago, I challenged myself to start waking up with purpose. I started snapping my mornings, and a few others started DMing me when they wanted to join. From there, we started 5:30 a.m. Dharma Nation. I love that. She even names the process and the value she's given. Dharma Nation, her group of people who wake up at 5:30 a.m. When you start to tell a story and include people in things like that, that's when you start to really get loyal customers as well. That's one thing I'd say from Jade you should learn. So let's move on to the next person, Iman Gaji, friend of mine, someone I really admire. Boom, from the beginning. Who are you? What do you do? 18-year-old high school dropout on a mission to reform the education system. What more do you want to know? Like from there, you know exactly who Iman Gaji is. And what does he do? He links below value. How to start a profitable marketing agency. Value for you in that you get a free training on how to start your own marketing agency. But also, as you know, he provides his own paid course, which I actually have a part of. I'm not going to lie. It's amazing. That actually shows you how to get a profitable marketing agency, all the different things you need to know, how to get clients, how to run ads. And you'll see, look at this gallery, man. Look at that. Beautiful, visually stunning, social proof. You know, like this is something where you're like, all right, well, I'll follow this guy because he not only tells me, gives me great pictures. He tells me stories and gives me sort of like, an idea, a glimpse into his life. Like, here's what I was doing. Took my mom to Greece. You get to get an idea of value for him. Next, Passport Heavy. I love this crew because they do videos basically on traveling around the world, guides to like how to survive and how to thrive in Bali, Brazil. And again, this is a different page than a personal brand. This is actually a business page. This is a page that gives people guides on how to travel. What do they say here? Your guide to places you have yet to discover, here to inspire a new generation of travelers. Again, directly to the point, all right? They don't use as many emojis here, but they're more businessy. They don't want to use emojis. That's okay. In this case, you look at their gallery again. Like, wow, wow, wow. Guys, if your photos don't start to improve, people will not respect you, okay? Your photos have to be class. You can look up, a tip I can give is look up on the Instagram Explore page, look up your city, look up the top photos, and then check if the guy or girl that's taking that photo, DM them, say, hey, you're available for a photo shoot. If they're that good, you're going to have to pay. Like, this is an investment that I think a lot of people are also miscounting is when you want to grow, when you want to create a business on from social media, you do so that have to invest. But guess what? You can also offer that person some services. Maybe you can do real good video, motion animation, or you're good at writing. You can edit their papers for school if they're still in school. Trade something for that photography, for that 30-minute photo shoot that'll have you looking stunning, like that have you, looking great in front of thousands of people, hopefully. So that's the last page I have, Spirited Pursuit. The example I gave about your name, like Spirited Pursuit, cool name. You look at her profile, it says living on the road and sharing stories of the journey. Straight to the point. She's someone that travels. She's clearly a digital nomad. And I wanted to give a balance between the entrepreneur side and the digital nomad. And you'll see, this is the digital nomad side. You'll see like she literally has different emoji or different photos for her gallery. I just think this is visually stunning, guys. Like, I wanted to put this last because, like, look at her. Look what's happening here. She's giving value through photography and telling stories. It's something that I think people really have to start doing more of. She tells stories about her travel, how she's been in different countries, and all the time always on the road, and why it's challenging, but why it's beautiful at the same time. And I'm just a fan of her, so I had to include this. So I think you guys will see from this, sort of what I've brought you here is that you have to let me give you a practical thing when it comes to like, oh man, this is hard. Let's go to San Diego and let's look for a photographer right now, right? Like, let's look for somebody. Let's go to San Diego. Look at this. Let's look at a good, if you find a good photo, like, it's a decent photo. Can't tell if this person's a photographer or not, but she's got great photos. Look, 54,000 followers. You can DM her and be like, hey, you're a lifestyle YouTuber. She's got kids. She's probably got no time for you. She's got kids. But in general, if someone has great photography, you can look up who took their photos. Someone probably took it, maybe her partner or probably not the kids. The kids are too young. But if you look up San Diego, right, this is just a quick example before we go. You can see a lot of different great photos, and you can find out who the photographer is, and go ahead and send them a DM. So it's kind of hard to find. Like, I don't want to waste time to like, but it doesn't. It's not a waste of time, but it doesn't. It takes a little bit of effort to go do something valuable. So I'd say, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Really, listen. I literally charged $250 for this training, and partially what I just shared with you. And I think you guys should definitely, look into switching up your profile to make it world class. Why else would you do what you're doing? So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to this page. I really want to continue to give value here in Mexico City for a little while, learning a lot, learning my Spanish, even improving it to a higher level, and here to give you guys value. So again, subscribe, like, comment if you have any questions. If you have even queries on what I should do, how I should provide more value regarding social media marketing and monetizing your brand, please be sure to leave a comment and let me know what you guys need. So I'm here for you guys. Be sure to visit some of the links in my profile if you're interested in getting more value. Subscribe to my global tribe, basically where I send out weekly emails with videos like this and value and PDFs that show you guys how to improve your image online in terms of growing your brand, and also to provide value and get making money as well, so that you can be reciprocated for all that work. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the other side, all right?